Hey my loves, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are enjoying your Wednesday. I am so glad it's Wednesday and tomorrow's the holiday because I have a 4-day weekend. I'm sure most of y'all have a 4-day weekend as well. So I am just so excited for that. We deserve that. And I have been on a no sugar fast with my man, like no sugar November. So we're having a slight cheat day tomorrow and I am looking forward to it. Like, we definitely deserve it. Okay. Now, while you are here, go ahead and like the video and hit the subscribe button if you're feeling my kind of content. If you're new here, check out my other videos. If you like this one, I'm sure you will like those as well. Now, this is going to be My Man Was DL Part 4. If you haven't saw the previous ones, I'm about to start making playlists of all the series. But if you haven't saw the previous ones, what I'm going to do is go ahead and create a playlist, and it's going to be linked in the comments below. So if you want to see parts 1 through 3, make sure you click on the comments below to watch that. Also, do not forget my personal channel. I'm going to start posting next month. So if you like my personality, if you want to get to know the inner me, the inner Bree, then definitely check that out as well. That will be linked in the same comment. All right, y'all. So go ahead and watch these stories of these two individuals. Their stories are a little longer, so it's only going to be 2 girls today. I will give my commentary towards the end. Also, for the first story, you may want to turn the volume up. I turned it up as loud as I can, but it seems like she just talks pretty low, maybe the distance from the camera to the phone. So turn it up all the way. Any spaces that you see in the story, like if it gets quiet for a minute, make sure you look at the screen because that means they were cursing or saying something that YouTube will flag. So I put the word on the screen.
We posted part 1 of how I found out my baby daddy was down low. I had to make sure I didn't mention his name.
So a lot of y'all are asking about part 1, and I had to delete part 1 because originally I mentioned my baby daddy's name, and I could definitely get sued for mentioning his name. So I had to delete it. But basically, so how this all started was, at 3 o'clock in the morning, a random girl calls my phone, and she is like, "Hi, is this Tia? Are you baby mother? I just wanted to call you and let you know that the man that you think you've been dating or seeing or having a child by is not the man you think he is. He's living 3 or 4 different lives, and he's very dangerous, and I have been living with him since May." So when she called, of course, I was 3 days away from my due date, literally. If I wasn't 3, then I was 2 days away from my due date. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. She called my phone telling me, you know, she had been living with my baby daddy since May. And keep in mind, my baby daddy left me in May and told me that the reason that he left was because I was too emotional and I couldn't get my emotions together. So she said they've been living together. He moved her in. She got access to his laptop and asking me, do I know his parents? Asking me if I really know him for real, because the stuff that she's seen in his laptop, I can't know about. So scrolling through his laptop, showing me different conversations with different trainees at different, and yeah, so that's how all of this started. So y'all know, as women, we have women intuition. So when May came, like when he left in May, I kind of, like, all through May and June, like, I was crying my eyes out, thinking to myself, like I do to make him leave, besides being pregnant and overly emotional. But that's normal. You got 2, 3 other baby mamas. I'm pretty sure this is not your first rodeo. So when she said that she had been living with him since May, of course I'm putting my pieces together, because I wanted to pull up to that house 1,000,000 times in June, because I just felt like. So yeah, this is how all of this started.
Part 2 of how I found out my baby daddy was down low.
And I'm like, baby, this is my baby daddy. We about to bring the baby into the world. You called me on the 1st, the baby's due on the 3rd, okay? Today is the 2nd. So she was like, oh, well, I just wanted to let you know that the man that you think that you dating is not the man that you think he is. Good morning, welcome in. So I'm like, what are you talking about? So she's like, well, I could send you screenshots of the message threads from in his laptop where he's been having conversations, planning meetups with trannies and gay men. So I'm like, you got his laptop, how you get his laptop? So allegedly she got the laptop because she been staying in his apartment and the Wi-Fi been off. So she been using her hotspot to watch TV on the laptop. And he gave her the password to the laptop, not knowing his iCloud was still connected to the laptop. So when I asked the girl to send over, like, just send me everything that you see, like, just send it to my phone. She like, well, I don't want to cause no extra drama, and I don't know you. I know you know where his apartment is. I don't want you to pull up over here and be crazy. And I said, listen, I'm 40 weeks pregnant, fat as hell. Do it look like I'm in the business of fighting somebody right now? Let me just say, I've been living my best life with my grown man. Moved on. So she sent me over a screenshot. I know my baby daddy. It has a mole at the top on the left side, and the pictures and the videos that she sent has that same thing.
Part 3 of how I found out my baby daddy is down low. And yes, I delivered my baby.
So she sent me over some receipts, and I was telling her, like, all I need to do is see it one time and I'm good. So she didn't even originally send me over the receipts. What she did first was called me on FaceTime. So she called me on FaceTime from his apartment, from my baby daddy's apartment, scrolling through my baby daddy's laptop, through his iMessages, and it's this message thread with this person, this transgender, and her name is Brooklyn. And she is laying in the bed with her sunshine and dingleberries wide open. And the message above it say, I know your balls smell so good. And he replies and sends his Johnson Johnson. And I know it's his because I see the mole at the top. And in his message, it said, yeah, we gonna have a lot of fun. I'm scrolling through the message with the girl. She's scrolling through the threads, and she like, yeah, and whoever this one is, allegedly it's multiple of them, but this is the one that I was invested in because this is the one that he was just so invested in as well. If she ain't text back, he going crazy, blowing her up. Where you at? Da, da, da. When I say, I'm in shock, but first of all, I'm in labor. When I say I'm literally in shock, so I asked him. I said, I'm gonna need you to explain this to me. I sent over the receipts, and his
Part 5 today, because why the woman who came to me as a woman now harassing me. Part 5 of how I allegedly found out my baby daddy is down low and yes, am back at work 2 weeks postpartum.
Okay, so he's at this point he's really trying to explain himself, but he's not just trying to explain himself, he's trying to explain the girl telling me the information about him being down low. So he's telling me that this girl is crazy, that he moved her into his apartment thinking that they were going to be working together. That's the first lie. The first lie is I moved her into the apartment so we could get some money together because she know how to scam. First red flag. The second lie was, oh, she got bit by a spider and she was complaining to me about being bit by a spider and she didn't have nowhere to go, so I opened up my house. I was just trying to help. Okay. So you're telling me that the girl is crazy, and then I'm like, okay, so do you know her name? Because at this point, she's harassing me. She texting me. She keeps sending me stuff. I said, what I sent you is the bare minimum. I said, this girl said you got duffel bags full of lube and condoms. A lot of lube and a lot of condoms. Why would you have that? He's like, oh, I don't have no bag. She lying. I've never had a bag with that. I've never had anything like that. Okay, cool. This man starts sending me screenshots of this girl, mug shots of this girl. This girl is somebody that has been in jail at least 5 different times for scamming, aggravated assault, all type of stuff, right? I said, so you moved a crazy lady in your house and you let her ruin whatever the hell we could have potentially had, because the shit that she told me, I can't shake it. So I proceed to tell you and this girl, y'all, whatever y'all got going on, figure it out. Believe out of it. That's one. And I proceeded to tell him, two, since you guys have been missing in action, not giving a damn about me, I said, baby, I'm telling the whole world about this. I said, I'm not keeping this a motherfucking secret. I'm telling the whole world about it. And boy, when I say that motherfucker called me crying, I felt so bad, I'm not gonna lie. He was bawling, crying. Like, the way I just gave birth, almost died while I was giving birth. Didn't even tell y'all that. The way I just gave birth by myself, he showed up. He was there for the birth and he left about 3 hours later, and I have not seen him since. I have not seen my baby daddy since our baby came into the world on October 5th. My baby daddy has not come to see our baby, not asked about our baby, didn't ask if the baby was okay or anything. So when I was starting to feel bad about him crying on the phone, I instantly told him, I said, you see how you very emotional and I could tell that it's hurting you in your spirit? I said, that's exactly how I feel right now. I said, it's crazy because you crying about spilled milk. I'm over here literally crying about real life situations, a real life depression, real life postpartum, real life being alone. Is the girl telling the truth? I'll never know. Is my baby daddy down low? I'll never know. Y'all had just as much fun with this story time as I had, I promise. The same amount of entertainment that y'all got out of this, I got the exact same amount. I wasn't depressed about this situation. I wasn't sad about this situation because, again, he left me back in May. I've been crying all summer. No more tears. I stopped my tears back in August or maybe July. I hadn't cried a tear for that man ever since. So if he down low, he down low. I don't think he's down low. Just from what I've seen. I don't know. And now knowing that the girl is crazy, I just don't know. I don't know. Help me. Honestly, don't help me because I don't care.
Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be telling y'all the story about how I found out my ex-boyfriend was DL. Yes, a bottom boy. Now, I'm going to start off by saying that this was my first boyfriend because it's a lot of points that y'all going to be like, how the fuck? How you didn't know? So for the sake of the story, we're going to call my ex Speedy. Now, when me and Speedy first started dating, he was really sweet. Like, very sweet, y'all. And he's a Leo, so I love that he was always very demanding. He was very assertive in everything that he did. And that's one big thing that attracted me to Speedy. But girl, Speedy was a little sassy at times. And I used to overlook it because, number one, this was my very first boyfriend. So I didn't know that, something she was doing, no man ain't supposed to be doing. When me and Speedy first started dating, I knew right away Speedy had a problem. See, Speedy's problem was always cheating and getting caught. I kid y'all not. The first month of us dating, Speedy got caught cheating. And I should have known then. But no, I was young and dumb. And I just thought I was going to see my way through it. Now, I don't know about y'all, but me, I'm going to go through that phone. Yes, go through that phone each and every time. So ladies, pick up your man's phone. Don't listen to what the hell people be saying. Pick up that phone and go through it. So the first time I caught Speedy cheating was with a girl that I actually known. We were, I'm not going to say in the same friend group, but my friend was her friend. So we were kind of in the same circle, if that makes sense. But we wasn't friends. So when Speedy would get caught cheating, Speedy did what any man do. Cry. Okay. just like I said. But I didn't, because again, I was young and dumb, and I love Speedy. Well, on my heart, he was sweet. He used to give me money, pay for my nails, pay for my toes. Speedy was my damn man, and I was going to stick beside my man, okay? So I do have to add in the time that I started dating Speedy, I was very much a virgin. Like, virgin, get married, okay? Keep that in mind. So after 6 months of dating Speedy, I finally decided that it's time to get that bag, bro. Yeah. So I come to Speedy one day and I tell him, like, look, babe, it's time. I'm ready. I'm not scared no more, because Speedy never pressured me into having sex with him. So I always thought, like, my man loved me. I don't care what nobody said. My man loved me. My man is waiting on me. My man was indeed not waiting on me. Not waiting at all. So when I let Speedy know that I was ready to get that back, bro, Speedy wasted no time making arrangements. No time at all. So Speedy gets us a hotel, right? For us to do. Now this is really important, because what Speedy does, I should have known. So it's the night of the hotel. We've been talking about it the whole week, about what I'm going to do, what he going to do, how we going to do it. And baby, I'm excited. I'm excited. And I'm ready. So I thought. So the time is here. We being spicy or whatever, you know, get into it. I don't really know what I'm doing, but, you know, I'm letting Speedy walk me through it. In the middle of us being spicy, Speedy asked me to grab his, because it can help him get to the finish line. Y'all, I should have known right there that Speedy was going to have me in for a goddamn ride. But nope, I love my man. I'm sticking behind my man. And I don't give a damn what nobody think. It's my man. Yeah. So the morning after of us doing what we do, Speedy get a call from his homeboy, Joy. Baby, I don't know what Joy told Speedy, but Speedy got out of that damn hotel room so goddamn fast, I didn't even get time to blink. But y'all keep Joy in mind, because Joy is a very important factor in this story. Now, I do want to say that I had never met Joy before, right? But Joy was somehow always around. Him and Speedy will always talk. They will always be on the phone. But whenever they were on the phone, Speedy was never too close to me till I can hear their conversation. Yep. I should have known. But I'm going to make a part 2 because this is getting kind of low. So 2 weeks after doing a dude with Speedy for the first time, Speedy gets caught cheating. Again. Like always. Now, every time I went through Speedy's phone, I always went through his iMessages. I never went through his social media. And I should have. So ladies, when you go through that phone, do a thorough check. Go through freaking Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, pictures, all that. Go through everything. Don't be like me. So yeah, if I would have checked this phone properly how I was supposed to, it would have saved me for a lot that was in store, because it's way more to come. So yeah, I wound up taking my man back after he got the crying, telling me how I'm the love of his life. He don't love nobody but me. He just be messing up sometimes. All a lie. So this is maybe about 3 days after he had got caught cheating again. I had a doctor's appointment coming up to get on birth control, because a young was not trying to have no kids, especially by Speedy. So y'all, I get to my doctor's appointment, and I'm telling my doctor that might have been a little weird. I don't know. She wasn't how she normally be. So let's go ahead and check that out. Please and thank you. Thank you very much. So, you know, they get the running test or whatever. I'm just telling him all my symptoms. Y'all, when that doctor came back in that room, I was not prepared at all for what was about to fall out his goddamn mouth. If you haven't already put it together, yes, Speedy did give me a STD. Not one, but two. So y'all, I am literally like bawling my eyes out in a doctor's office. I was crying so hard I could barely breathe. I kid y'all not. So I told y'all that, again, Speedy was my first. I had never had sex, never done anything sexually with a boy until him. So naturally, I call him. Like, bro, what? You literally gave me da-da-da-da. Do y'all know this man had the audacity to say, oh no, I ain't give you nothing. I don't got nothing. You must have had sex with somebody else. So y'all, when he says that, I am literally so pissed off at this point. Like, the tears had dried up. I'm not mad because what the hell do you mean I must have got it from somebody else? Nobody never touched Fat Mom but you. So at this point, we're literally fussing while I'm in the doctor's office. And I am being so loud to the point where, like, I had to step outside because I'm like, who have you been sleeping with? So I named the girl that he was known for getting caught cheating with. We're going to name her Daisy. So I'm like, yeah, you must have got it from Daisy, nasty, because she was known for sleeping around with any and everybody. So you definitely got it from her. He did not get it from Daisy. So y'all, I stopped talking to Speedy for maybe a week. And I know what you're thinking. A week? Girl, I would never speak to him ever again. Well, you're not me and I'm not you. Again, I told y'all I was young, dumb, and in love. This was literally my man, my first everything. So, yeah. So he comes back and he apologizes. And he's like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I didn't mean to do that. This, that, and the fifth. So we're back talking again. Worst mistake of my life. I should have never done that. So we're back talking. Everything's cool. Everything's great. For about 3 weeks. Then, once again, things hit the fan. Like always. Because it's always something with him. So y'all, he started acting strange. Like he always do. Going missing late at night. Not responding back. Then every time I ask him where he at, it's always, oh, I'm with Joy, I'm with Joy, I'm gonna call you back. We in the car, the music too loud, da 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 da. So I'm saying to myself, don't worry about it, because the moment I get around him, I'm going through that phone all over again, like I normally do. So we finally get around each other, and Speedy winds up taking a nap. So you know what I do? Go to my move and go ahead and go through that phone. I kid y'all not. I was not prepared at all for what was to come when I went through that damn phone. Child, I thought I was ready. I wasn't ready at all. I'm going to make a part 3 because, again, it's getting a little long. So, hold on, y'all. So, Speedy is asleep, and I'm literally going through his phone. But I gotta be careful because Speedy is not a heavy sleeper at all. Any little sound or movement, he wakes up. So keep that in mind. So I take his phone and I go into the bathroom and lock the door. And I'm going through his messages. I'm not really seeing much in his messages. So something tells me, go ahead and check Instagram. Child, that Instagram, baby, that was like the golden pot to a leprechaun. It had everything that I needed in there. It was so many messages between like him and other people. But one particular message sticks out to me. So I did tell y'all that I had never met Joey ever. I had only heard about him. And I just heard that him and Speedy had been like best friends for a long time. They grew up together, this, that, and the fifth. But I had never physically seen Joey. I have heard him on the phone and like he'll speak to me like, oh, what's up, sis? This, that, and the fifth. But I had never physically seen him. So I had met all of Speedy other homeboys except Joey. I had never physically seen Joey before. I've only heard him on the phone, and if him and Speedy would be on the phone, Joy would speak to me like, hey sis, this and the fifth. But I had never physically laid my eyes on Joy. So while going through Speedy's phone, keep in mind I'm still in the bathroom, I see Joy's Instagram. So just being nosy, I click on it just to see What the hell do y'all even be talking about? As soon as I clicked on those messages, I just knew everything was about to go downhill. I'm thinking that I'm about to see messages of like them conversing about other girls. No. Now keep in mind, I had never seen Joy for real. So I go click on his Instagram and I click on his page. Y'all, Joy isn't a boy. Joy is a transgender. But not only is Joy a transgender, Joy is also Speedy's lover. They're in a Instagram messages conversing on how they're going to see each other, when is the next time they're going to meet up, how they had so much fun, how Joy can't wait to come over and do Speedy in a way that he likes. So y'all, instantly, once I get to reading how Joy can't wait to come back over, he can't wait to see Speedy, he like when Speedy did da da da, I'm like, oh my god. At this point, y'all, Speedy had woken up and I didn't know that he was up yet. I literally jot out the restroom. Why is Speedy standing in the doorway? Speedy saw me with that phone. When I say he lost it, he literally lost it. He starts screaming. He's like, oh my god, bro, why do you have my phone? What are you doing with my phone? Why you always want to go through? Y'all, the whole time that he's going off, I'm literally just standing there looking at him. Because I can't believe So I start crying. And I'm telling Joy, like, take me home. Take me home right now. Take me home. I can't believe you. I keep saying, I can't believe you. I can't believe you. He like, I didn't do nothing. I haven't been talking to no. Oh, you're right. You ain't been talking to. So I'm like, yeah, you haven't been talking. You've been talking to a man. The hell? So y'all, when I say that, Speedy instantly freezes. He like, what? What are you talking about? I ain't been talking to no damn man. So y'all, I'm like, just take me home. Just take me home. Like, there's nothing to talk about. Just take me home. I want to go home. I don't want to be here no more. So when I say that, he instantly snatches his phone out my hand and he runs out the room and goes into the living room. So he's grabbing his keys and I'm thinking to myself, like, this nigga is not about to leave me in this house by myself. No, you're about to bring me home. So he walks to the door and he's like, come on, you won't leave so bad. Come on. So I follow behind him because, yeah, bring me home. The whole ride to my house, he's being quiet, like nobody is saying nothing. You can hear goddamn ghost walk in the room, honestly. So in the midst of him bringing me home, he has the audacity to open his mouth and say, is there any way that we can talk about it? What is there to talk about? You're into men, my baby. What do we need to talk about? So I tell him, we'll talk when I'm ready. I'm not ready. So the next day, Speedy texts me and like, hey, I want to pull up on you. We need to talk, this, that, and the fifth. So I'm like, what is there to talk about? Like, I literally seen everything that I needed to see. What do we need to talk for? So Speedy is like, I really need to see you. I really need to talk to you just to go ahead and clear the air because I think you're a bit confused. I'm not the confused one. You are, sir. What do you mean? So I agree. I'm like, yeah, we can talk, whatever. But something wound up happening to where I didn't meet up with Speedy that day. So, you know, I text him and I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. I have stuff to do today. So I'll just catch up with you another time. So, y'all, we're going to say it's a week out now. Me and Speedy have not been talking. But I received a DM on a late Friday night. So I received this DM. And it was from a burn page. So I didn't know who it was at first. But the DM started out by saying, hey sis, since the cat is out the bag, I think we need to discuss our man. So I text back like, who's this? But the page doesn't reply back with the message. Instead, they send a video. And y'all, the video, if I was ever disgusted, I was disgusted. So the video is a video of Speedy and Joey getting a groove on. Instantly, I sent a video to Speedy because what's this about me being confused? Oh, okay. When I tell y'all Speedy blew up my phone, he blew up my phone. He was texting and calling. He kept asking, where did you get that from? Where did you get that from? I can explain. That's not me. What do you mean that's not you? I'm literally looking at your face. You in the video class day. So I finally pick up the phone for Speedy, and Speedy is crying. Like, he is boo-hooing. He's like, I can explain. You don't know the whole story. Just let me come see you so we can talk about it. So I agree, because I need to hear, how the hell was you messing around with a boy and messing with me? So he pulls up and we're talking, and he starts off by saying that it's a lot that you don't know about me. Yeah, I know. Apparently. So he starts off by bringing up his childhood, how he had been as a child by his uncle, and that kind of transpired into him having a bit of a fetish for men, but he doesn't like men, only the ones that look like women, which is the transgender, of course. So yeah, I'm genuinely sitting there listening to him because I really need to know when, how, why, like, what is going on. So he tells me that him and Joey had met on a little a back page. Yeah, they weren't childhood friends like he had said. Him and Joey met on Backpage and had been conversing for some time now, and they had finally decided to meet up around the time that I decided to go ahead and give my virginity to him. He said that at first they were just talking. It wasn't nothing sexually, but you know, those feelings and thoughts were there. So one night he just decided to act on it. Now Speedy tried to use that, oh, I had too many drinks type thing, and went and saw him, and yeah, it just turned into us doing something. So he told me the first time that they had ever done something that he wasn't sure if he had liked it or not. So he didn't know how to feel on it. So he started messing with Daisy. So him and Daisy are messing around. Keep in mind, me and him are still messing around too. But he started cheating with Daisy, and Daisy obviously wasn't fulfilling his needs. So he decided to go ahead and text Joey. So he basically says somehow Joey just started to develop feelings for him, but he wasn't emotionally invested into Joey because he had a girlfriend, which was me. But he did like doing things with Joey that he couldn't do with me, obviously. So I asked him, why did you lie? All the times that I had been around. Now keep in mind, me and Speedy were friends before we even started dating. You could have just said that. So I basically told Speedy, after he's done with his little talk and expressing everything that he had been through, like, you know what, it's cool, but like me and you, no. And he did admit that when I did catch what I caught from him, it wasn't from Daisy, it was actually from Joey. And once he found out that I had something, he immediately called Joey and told him, because he known that he had got it from Joey and not from Daisy, like I thought he did. So I instantly tell him, like, I don't even want to tell you that we can be friends, because it's no coming back from this. I don't have no trust towards you. I don't have no love for you. Like, we're through. And I would appreciate if you never speak to me ever again. So yeah, y'all, after our conversation, me and Speedy never talked no more. Like, from that day forward, I never talked to him ever again. I completely erased him out of my mind, and I started all over again. But moral of the story is, go through that phone. Don't be scared. And when you see the first signs, take heed to them, please. And to all my ladies, young ladies, girls, I don't care how much you may like a man, always, always use protection. Please. And yeah, when your man tells you that he's always with his homeboy, just make sure he's not with his lover instead.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make my commentary as short as possible. But for the first girl, I believe that there was red flags she didn't share with us. She just pretty much got right into it. But there definitely had to be some red flags there. Like if he has other baby mamas, I would try to figure out what happened in those relationships, because it's one thing if you fail the first relationship with the mother of your child, children, etc. But if you have a repetition of failing your families, which that should be a priority to you, is to be in the home with your children, then that kind of shows me some things that I need to know. Like, why is there a repeating pattern of you making children and not being with these women? Like, have you proposed to any of them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have been had to look into that. So I feel like there were some red flags there that she clearly avoided. Which a lot of us do, so no judgment, but I feel like that's kind of where that went. And it sucks when you are pregnant and you like when she was talking about postpartum, like I feel her, like when you are pregnant and you have to real deal go through that by yourself, even the whole newborn phase. Me and my ex-husband separated when my baby was like 3 months. So I definitely understand her and how she felt, how frustrated it can get. So it really does suck. We do have to make better decisions, because carrying a child is not like getting a new puppy. You go through a lot of hormonal changes, body changes, etc. So we need to make smarter decisions when we're bringing children into the world. With the second girl, at least I can say with her, she did not bring children into it. She did get on birth control, which is how she found out she caught an STD. So at least she didn't bring children into it. But woo, girl, like, it's real messed up when he is with his quote unquote homeboy and his homeboy is messing with him and then calling you sis. Like, hey, sis, ooh, that's dirty. Like, that is dirty. Like, whoo, like that's real messed up. Like if he gonna do his dirt and you gonna participate with him, at least let him do his dirt by himself. You shouldn't be playing like bro to the baby mama, girlfriend, whatever. Like that's dirty. But I know how it feels being like your first love. Like you see no wrong in them. I remember my first love, and it's like you see no wrong in them, especially because he took that V card too. But I'm glad that she found out and she actually listened to her intuition and found out what was really going on, because with him, I feel like he would have lied and kept lying and kept lying. Like she had to real deal show him like, yeah, you messing with me, to shock him like, dang, she know. Like, or otherwise he would have kept lying. I ain't messing with no females. I ain't messing with no females. You know what I mean? And if dudes are saying that to you, make sure you keep looking into that, because maybe he just saying females for no reason. For no reason, for a reason, you know? And with her, another thing is like she has to be careful meeting up with him after she found that out, because he could have planned on unaliving her because he didn't want his secret out or anything. So it was really like dangerous for her to meet up with him after she found that out. A lot of times they say when you find that out, don't even say nothing. Don't call attention to it. Just leave. And I agree with that. So let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one.